This is the Infinite Receiving Podcast, helping conscious leaders like you tap into a wealth of abundance across all areas of your life and business. My name is Susie Ashworth. I am a single mom of 3 and author of the Sunday Times best-selling book, Infinite Receiving. Crack the code to conscious wealth creation and finally manifest your dream life. On this show, I'll be sharing with you how you can upgrade your identity and your reality to create the life that you have been dreaming of. Because you are ready to be an infinite receiver. Hello, you gorgeous human being. It is Susie Ashworth here, and you are listening to the Infinite Receiving Podcast. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good as I record this episode for you. I had a little dance break before I hit record, and that felt really important because the conversation that I want to have with you today is how is it that you desire to feel? And for every single coach or wannabe coach out there, having your clients connect with this question when they tell you what it is that they want in any area of their life, or even when you're just getting to know somebody. Maybe it's your first session and you want to get under the skin and you want them to be bringing more awareness to who it is that they are being and what is going to be required of them to shift into what it is they exactly want. This is one of the most powerful questions that you can ask them. How is it that you desire to feel on a daily basis? The first time I was asked this question was by a coach. Her name was Jada Selner. And it's interesting because when I asked myself this question today and answered it, I was really aware that I was saying the same things there or thereabouts as what I had said years ago, 7 or 8 years ago when we were working together. I want to feel alive. I want to feel alive. I want to feel connected to God. I want to feel tuned in, turned on, tapped in. It comes from Abraham Hicks. It always stuck with me. I want to feel joyful. I'm not sure that I said that back in the day, but it's certainly what I felt into today when I was asking myself this question. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is that you know the answer to this when it comes to consciously co-creating your next level of existence. Because the way that you feel impacts the vibration that you are putting out into the world. And from a science perspective, when we think a thought, the energy of thought sends our request into the universe, but it is our emotions and our feelings that magnetize the material reality of the thought that we have desired. It is how we feel that magnetizes our external reality. It's why when you are in a foul mood, not only are you way more likely to stub your toe, but the pain of your stubbing is going to hurt so much more than if you tripped up when you are feeling all of the vibes. You're way less likely to trip up when you're feeling all of the vibes, but if you do, it's going to impact you a lot less. Like, again, scientifically, because of all of the feel-good hormones that you have running around through your body. It's the same as giving birth. When you are able to control your experience of pain through staying deeply relaxed, connecting with how excited you are versus how fearful you are, your experience of pain is different. It is so common for people to be moving through their life not thinking about how it is that they desire to feel and just feeling. And usually how a person is feeling, or not usually, often how a person is feeling has nothing to do with what's going on in front of them. What's happening is that they are thinking about something that has happened in their past and they're pissed off about it. I wish this had gone different. I wish that launch had gone different. I wish that person had said something different. Oh God, I wish I'd said that in the moment. Oh, how annoying. So they're dragging that past pain and that past irritation into their present moment. And then they're showing up in the present with the imprint from the past, alive and well and kicking. Or they're thinking about something in the future And instead of positive expectation, they're worrying, they're doubting, they're questioning. And guess what we call that feeling, or the feeling that is generated from that way of thinking? Anxiety. And so we're feeling anxious in the present moment. We're feeling depressed, low, down, or we're feeling anxious. Or what sits right in the middle of that is just neutral. The life that we are living is so repetitive that we don't have to think or feel. We're just on autopilot. We're just doing the thing. This is how so many people live their lives. They get to the end of each day and it's like, how was your day? Fine. What did you do? Nothing. What happened? Oh, this person said this and this person said that and this person said this and she's a bitch and he's did this and it's like that on a Monday and it's like that on a Tuesday and you get to Friday and you're like, wow, thank God it's Friday, but where did the week go? It's so easy to lose your life when you are not focused on how it is that you desire to feel. And what I was thinking about before I came on the call is great, I want to feel alive, but I don't feel the most alive that I have felt in this moment. Like, how do I feel more alive than what I do in this moment? Like, what is the framework? That was the question that I was asking myself. And the next question was, well, but what does feeling alive even mean? And of course, sometimes that means jumping off a cliff, skydiving, a peak moment or experience. Of course, it sometimes means that. But what felt more true as I had this inquiry was feeling alive feels like being connected to flow, being connected to God, being connected to the moment. And as I slow down this contemplation, as I'm sharing with you right now, there is a shift in my physiology. I feel my heart expanding and the chemicals of serotonin and oxytocin just warming my heart chamber. And what I realized as I was in this inquiry is that really being alive means being present. Feeling alive to me means being present. And when I am truly present in the moment, I'm able to access a sense of deep appreciation, deep appreciation for the fact that I can feel my body responding to this line of thinking and thinking, wow, how fucking amazing is it that my body, that there are trillions of actions that are being fired off, neurons and neural pathways and chemicals and peptides, and all of these things are happening without me needing to orchestrate or direct any of it. This is important because when we think about what it is that we want to co create in this world, everything that we want because of a way that we believe it will make us feel. I'm thinking about a client of mine that is really ready to be in relationship. And when I think about her being in relationship, like I know that she wants to be in relationship because she wants to feel a different sense of wholeness. At the moment, there is a sense of lack. There is a space where the partner could be. And so she wants to feel full of love. Like that's why she wants it. I want to stand on stage in front of thousands of people because I want to create a really positive impact. When I feel like I am creating a positive impact, there is a sense of wonder, of awe, of accomplishment, and how all of those things feel in my body is, it's a sense of fizziness. I know that when I am on stage in front of 1,000 people, thousands of people, and I get to be a conduit for the highest wisdom, for the highest good of everybody, that is going to make me feel alive because I'm going to feel connected to God, to flow, to the universe. So if the reason that I want all of these things is to feel a certain way, what if I shortcut? What if I use the cheat code of feeling this way now? What if I didn't have to wait for thousands of people in order to feel alive? What if I didn't have to wait for the relationship in order to feel full and worthy of love? What if I didn't have to wait for my children to say, I appreciate you, to know that I am worthy and deserving of the deepest appreciation that I get to feel for myself now? If that's what I want, I can choose that for myself now. And I hear a lot of people saying, yeah, that's great, Suze, but I'm already hyper independent. Like when you talk about this and giving it to yourself, I'm like, but what is the need for other people? And the point is that there is no need for other people. Other people become overflow. And wow, how grateful and appreciative can I be for the overflow in my life? I do not need, because I am not lacking, because I am the source and I get to choose and I get to feel. And because I feel this overflow and abundance of love, guess what I'm a match for? An overflow and abundance of more love. And everything that I desire comes to me through the conduit of another human being. So, guess what? The more I am willing to give it to myself, the feeling now, the external manifestation that is a representation of the feeling that I feel also comes to me so much more quickly. And because I'm not needing it to come in a certain way or look like a certain thing or be in a certain package or on a certain timeline, I'm not holding on. I'm not trying to control. I'm not in the frequency of something is missing. And because I'm not any of those things, because I am unattached, because I already have exactly what I desire, I'm able to accelerate the timeline of what it is that I desire to receive. And when I say accelerate the timeline, I don't actually mean now. I mean that sometimes what might have taken me a fucking lifetime might take me 20 years. I mean, sometimes what might have taken me a year will take me a day. But it really doesn't matter because nothing is missing. So you have to understand that to master this, you get to choose how you feel, irrespective of what is going on around you. So, what does this look like in a really practical sense? For me, the easiest way to do this, if I don't have music or something like a physical action for me to do or take that's going to help me feel a certain kind of way, then the memory of a time where I did feel that way. Really, really easy to tap into the memory and bring that into the now. And then my second way of doing this is to get really present, is to get really, really present. Because when I am present, even when there are things outside of me externally that I'm not going to plan, that are creating, stress or a challenge, or in the moment where I choose presence, there's nothing wrong. In the moment where I choose presence, I understand that I'm not on my own. In the moment that I understand presence, I feel connected, supported, and from that place of connection and support, I can choose aliveness. I can choose tapped in. I can choose turned on. I can choose whatever the fuck I want, and so can you. I invite you to start asking yourself on a daily basis, how is it that I desire to feel right now? Every time you are going into a new segment of your day, you're going to do something new. I invite you just to take a moment to tune back into that feeling, or whatever feeling that you want to bring to the next moment of your day. I want you to do that consistently. And then I want you to notice how much magic that you feel and experience. And when it comes to your goals, especially if you've had goals for a while that have not been coming to fruition, go through this process. Why do I want it? How is it that I want to feel at the end? How is it that I would feel if I knew that it was done? Okay, I'm going to choose to feel like that now. I'm going to choose to feel like that now. And in the feeling of that now, I'm going to ask myself, what would be the most aligned next step for me to take in alignment with the knowing that the thing that I desire is already done. This is how I feel when it's already done. And now I take action in alignment with the knowing that it is already done. And, I worked with a mentor for a long time, Regan Hillier. And when it comes to timelines, and when it comes to something that we do want in our physical existence, and we don't want to wait, we want to play with time in a conscious way, then the question that you would ask yourself is, what is the next aligned step that I would take to accelerate the pace at which I get to experience whatever the desire is in my reality? But there's power in not needing a timeline. There's power in being able to consistently show up in the frequency of knowing that it is done and acting from that place and seeing how much more and even better your manifestations get to be. Okay, my beauties. I hope that this resonates with you. And if you're somebody who's like, gosh, this is how I would love to be coaching, this is how I would love to be coached, then please, for the love of all things good, drop me a line at hey@SusieAshworth with the subject title Coach Ready. And one of the team will reach out to talk to you a little bit about how we work with our students in the Quantum Leap Your Life and Business Coaching certification. And you can work out whether it would be a great complement for what you are doing already or the perfect opportunity for you to pivot into becoming a world-class coach. Okay, you are amazing. I love you. Do me a favor, please share this. Let's get the word out there about what we are doing over here, and please be a part of that. And in the meantime, please remember that faith plus action equals miracles.
Thank you for listening to Infinite Receiving with me, Susie Ashworth. I'd love to share with you my Infinite Receiving activation audio. Go to susieashworth.com/activate infinite receiving.